We're all in the same boat now. We're all in the same boat now. The waters are coming in over the bow. We're all in the same boat now. Some days I start listening to the news or reading my email, and I get scared. I'm scared of the way things are going in the world. I'm afraid of what we're doing to our environment to affect climate change. I'm afraid of the way we seem to be getting better and better at creating weapons of mass destruction and better at finding reasons to blow each other up. I'm afraid of our inability to settle our differences peacefully. I'm afraid of the way we unconsciously and ungratefully consume away the world's resources without a great deal of consideration for the rest of the people on the planet or future generations. I am afraid and frustrated with our indefatigable ability to deny that so much of what we are consuming are non-renewable resources. When old forests are gone, they're gone. They aren't going to grow again in our lifetime or our children's lifetime. When fossil fuels are gone, they will be gone, never to provide for us again. When we fish or hunt or mine or dislocate a species into extinction, that species is never going to spontaneously re-evolve into existence. It'll be gone. I'm afraid that your children will never see a live whale or a polar bear, a codfish, or a giant redwood. I'm afraid of human ignorance, that we don't realize all the ways in which we need these life forms to maintain a habitat for ourselves. I'm afraid we're rapidly making the world uninhabitable for us. The world will go on, life will continue, but you and I won't be here to see it. We're destroying the very diversity that makes the world a place that we can live. I'm afraid of the way in which so many people find meaning in the world is by demeaning everything and everyone else. We are the greatest nation in the world. All other nations are nothing. We are the most advanced culture in history. All other cultures were primitive. We have the true faith. All other faiths are just false and will lead people straight to hell. We are the most dominant race. We are the stronger gender. There is only one sexual orientation. Our way of being is meaningful. All other ways of being are meaningless. We're lost in an ocean of change. We're lost in an ocean of change. The world we are facing seems angry and strange. We're lost in an ocean of change. The story about Jesus calming the storm is not an historical account. It's a story. It's a story that affirms the authority that Jesus has. It's not just authority over demons and illness and hunger, as the stories earlier in the Gospel of Mark affirm. But Jesus also has authority over the forces of chaos and nature, and over the forces of Rome. The power of Rome was largely found on the sea. Military troops were transported over the sea, and commerce was shipped over the sea. Rome was able to wrap its influence around the Mediterranean because the sea made it possible for them to communicate and maintain control over vast distances in the empire. So this story tells us that God, through Jesus, has authority over everything. Over the chaos and impending destruction of the sea, over the military might of the Roman Empire, and over commerce and finances of the ancient world. The risk of spiritualizing today's story and just making it about Jesus calming my fear or my anxiety is that it denies the story's claim to Jesus' influence over real things in the world that cause real evil. The story affirms that God has real authority over real things in the world. Which leaves me asking, if God has that kind of authority, why is the world the way it is? How can humans continue to dehumanize other humans? How can we ravenously exploit the natural world if God is authoritative over it? If God can control chaos, how can we be creating and using weapons, biological, mechanical, and atomic, that wreak devastation on one another? Christ, can't you see that we drown? Christ, can't you see that we drown? The waters are breaking, the boat's going down. Christ, can't you see that we drown?